doing what they love to do, which was coach and build women up.
We're at our lowest, we come together.
An outpouring of support in Louisville tonight as the victims of Friday's crash near Lake St. Louis were escorted home. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Bush.
And I'm Ann Allred. Huge crowds of mourners and first responders were all along the route, even across state lines. Sarah Maki is more on the emotional trip. And Lake St. Louis firefighters, they were a big part of this too, Sarah.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of them making the trip today, the same ones that responded to that accident on Friday. They certainly weren't the only ones paying their respects to the two mothers and their daughters on that 260-mile journey to Louisville. On Interstate 64, an American flag flies high overhead, marking the way to Louisville, as crowds gather to pay their respects to the Kentucky family members killed on that same interstate as they drove near Lake St. Louis last week. One of the victims, firefighter Lesley Prather, now honored by her fellow first responders.
It's a horrible loss. This is the least we can do for one of our own.
Police officers and firefighters lined the streets as the processional traveled through, staging crews of first responders at every overpass in the state of Indiana. Lake St. Louis firefighters, the same ones that responded to the crash, drove the procession to the state line Monday, posting these photos of a rain-drenched roadway, first responders standing at salute on the overpass above.
You go into the fire service, you inherit another family.
The mother-daughter pairs, Lesley and Ryan Prather, Carrie and Casey McCaw, were riding together on their way to a club volleyball tournament in Kansas City when a white pickup truck crossed into their lane, killing all four passengers. As they now pull back into their hometown, members of the city's volleyball community turn out with signs. Huge crowds for the women's return at Assumption High School, where parents held their own children close. And at the Catholic Church, massive crowds go silent as the motorcade passes, people hugging, holding signs and balloons, burning candles in remembrance. This is the finish of a long journey for four lives ended too soon.
If their family can see, all the people that came out, I hope that gives them some kind of comfort.
As for the investigation into what caused these deaths, well, that accident is now a criminal investigation. Prosecutors say that they are now waiting on toxicology reports.
Sarah, thanks.